So here we are back in again doing the old developer diary thing. We're supposed to be bringing in ACES games. They're going to talk about their new thing. But in the meantime, I wanted to, of course, show this. We do have the pre-order store live and available now for the Slaughterville 3, and it has all of the add-ons that we had here. So if you didn't get a chance to get anything, it is out there and it is available. Let's see. We also did just talk to the manufacturer. They sent us a bunch of videos, which I know I posted one of them, and they showed us a picture of the tray. So that was nice, and it showed all of the cards in there and plenty of room. In fact, I don't know, do I still have those? But yeah, there was plenty of room for everything in there that we'd need. The way it looked, they are going to send me an advanced copy. Yeah, I deleted those. Okay. They are going to send me an advanced copy, so as soon as I get that, I will show it off. Yeah, so that's where we're at. The cards are done. Everything's done. It just looks like it's down to assembly. Then it's going to be send me that advanced copy, get it on the boat, send it over. And that'll be the director's cut done and over with. And then they'll start on 3, and then we go from there. But you know how it's been with shipping and everything lately, so it is what it is. We'll get it when we get it. But it is being worked on. So yeah, this is I'm working on the what do you call it? Brain freeze here. The Mirror Town. We're getting that ready to go. We're about to start on Murder Spree, which is the second plot for it. Out of 4, possibly 5 if I throw in the last one, if I can get it to work right. But we have at least 4 different plots for you to choose with the Mirror Town. So yep, that's where we're at with it. All right, so let's see if we can just switch tabs with this sharing thing. Share. Nope, we got to stop it. Okay, no big deal. There we go. So this is the one we're going to take a look at today. It's Very Horror Stories VHS, and it's a horror RPG that you can actually play solo. So of course that appeals to somebody like me when everybody else in the house hates RPGs. So you can do this one here by yourself. Right now, I think they have the 3 genres. I forget what they call them. Yeah, I forget what they call their different sets. But yeah, they have the 3 genres. One's Bloodlust, which is for your slashery stuff. Then Overplague is what they called the alien one. And Unchained is their Eldritch Cthulhu-y style. But let's take a look at, while we're waiting for them, because they are from Brain Freeze, from Italy, I believe. So it might take them a little bit to get in. So, in the meantime. So there we go. Full disclosure. Yeah, as you can see, I backed it here. They do have on their website, which is in the description and stuff, they do have a quick start guide or a quick start set with three scenarios in there, all for the bloodlust thing, I believe. So you can try it. I have it started. I've started building it up on Roll20. So I mean, once we get it up on Roll20, if anybody wants to jump in, play a session, we can set that up. That's not that big a deal. So yeah, I'd like to try this one out, obviously, since I did grab it. Yeah, and that's where I'm at with it. Again, hoping they come in. Oh yeah, here we go. Download the free quick start right from the Kickstarter page, just a little bit down. There you go. But yeah, I'd recommend getting it, checking it out. If you like it, it's still in pre-order. You can still grab it if you want. Now they did, gosh, how much did they actually? And we'll talk about how it's played and everything else when they get in. Yeah, Bloodlust, a slasher, horror, sci-fi, supernatural. I think they were talking about doing other ones too. I did like this, how it looks like a VHS thing, but I'm hoping that where it opens is magnetic. And yeah, just so it holds everything inside. I think that would be cool. But yeah, each book is 100 pages. So each one of these sets comes with their own rules. Gee, something I like that's modular and has different villains in their own rule set. I never thought I'd go for that. That was sarcasm. I didn't get the digital because I didn't feel like printing hundreds and hundreds of pages. So I went with the physical. Has a custom set of dice, but honestly, you need D6s. So is that necessary? No, but it came with the pledge here. It was an early bird, but they call it deadly bird. So I'm like, that's cool. I'll get that. This spin-off thing is a bunch of stretch goals they unlocked. So I'm going. It's usually PDF, but I grabbed the physical format in the pledge manager. It was like $10, but there was a whole bunch of stuff in it. I didn't get this with the deluxe slipcase because I usually throw boxes away anyway. Inserts, boxes. I know, and I was just talking about the insert for Slaughterville 3, or the director's cut. I don't even know if I'll bother with an insert for Slaughterville 3 because really I'm just going to throw the whole box away anyway and get throw it right in the director's cut because that box is kind of huge. I wish I still had that dang picture. Maybe I'll just send it to myself quick so I can show you, just in case you didn't see it. Oh, I need to get, you know who I need to get with? Greater Than Games. Because those suckers have not taken, because I've given it freely a bunch of money. Because I really like Sentinels, and I have the RPG for Sentinels as well, which I should set up on if I get to learn Roll20 and get half a minute. Nope, I didn't even save it there. Okay. Yeah, I didn't save the pictures, but anyway. So that's that. But yeah, we should do a Sentinels one. Get Greater Than on here to help out. Jump in. Yeah, I got a bunch of people actually coming up in the next couple of weeks. On Friday, who do we have on Friday? Let's just double check. Friday, we have Spyglass. They're the ones that did Venom Assault, which is right up there. So we have Venom Assault, that studio coming on Friday, which is in just a couple days. Next week, on next Friday, the 10th, we have Tyler coming in from Tech Raptor to talk about tabletop games and the latest in there, what he's seen, what's coming up. Plus, I've known Tyler for, like 5 years or something. He's a good guy. You'll like him. But that's what we have planned out for the next couple of weeks. I have some inquiries out to see if people want to come on. So we're waiting to hear back from them. If not, we'll do something else. Not that big a deal. So, where were we? Here we go. Yep, there's Bloodlust. 100, yeah, again, 100-page rule books. And they call their stories, scenarios, campaigns, films. So, and this is kind of misleading. 5 characters, 5 monsters, only because they added more in the stretch goals. But they didn't update it here, I don't believe. And you get a bunch of different maps. They call them sets because, again, the movie set and all that other thing, they're really diving into that thing, which is fine. It's cool. But so yeah, they have a bunch of different maps. Maps have letters on, and you're going to be able to customize your. And that was one of my big concerns, because when I was reading through the rules for this, there's some things I don't quite get with it yet, so I do need explanation on it. And I'm not sure if it's a translation issue or just some of the stuff just isn't making sense. But they do claim to have in the full rule books, each one, customizable or rules for customizing characters, monsters, sets, making your own films, and so on. Yeah, there's the Ripley-ish. Of course, Alien. Bunches. Oh, the Xenometer. I know. That'll be cool. This one looks like it just came off of an Arkham Horror box. So that's why I like the idea of that one. So I can't wait to read more of those. But yeah, the maps, again, I'm sure you could take any map, throw it into any other film, and change it up a bit, because they said everything's customizable. You can mix and match. I didn't do Reanimator. I did this one, but the early bird thing where you got the dice. Oh, did I get a poster? Oh, that'd be nice. I'll put the poster up when we get it. Oh, the cutscenes are more stuff. The horror soundtracks are kind of neat, I guess, but that's not something I usually play with. Maybe if we do the Roll20 stuff, we can upload the horror tracks and play it that way. But yeah, more sounds. Oh, this is why I had to get the printed, because again, it has a whole bunch of stuff that I just won't have time to print out or the patience. But new films, new main sets. The sets again are the maps. A new monster. More monsters, more sets, more maps. This is for the cutscene one, which we already had printed. So yeah, you get new films. So there's a ton of stuff that wasn't up there. And it's a big spiky guy. A new set, 2 new films. I got 2 new films. Again, the more scenarios or films, the better for me anyway. Same thing with mats. I like mats. What in the world is that thing? I didn't even look at half the stretch goals then. Oh, a ghost face guy. Scream Queens was a good show. I don't care. I liked it. I thought it was funny. New kind of character, new kind of monster. All cutscenes are printed. Yeah, that was nice. And what was this one? Oh, a castle. Okay. We printed. Yep. Okay. That's all. But yeah, plenty of stuff. Now, are they unlocking any more goals in the pledge manager thing? I don't know. We'd have to wait and ask. But did they get these once unlocked? Available for free on the website. Okay, I saw their website. I didn't see these on there, but it looks like they're unlocked. I guess they're just working on them. Yeah, it says will be released. Stranger Things, Ghostbusters, and Gremlins. So there we are. It tells you all about the monsters. But yeah, this is what I liked about it. You can do solo. And that's the thing I'm trying to learn now, is how to play it solo. And then, they have this thing here. It's, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, because when you go in to play a horror game, you're going in to play something scary, right? Now, if it was like little kids or something, I'd understand. But you can do this, and then whatever thing that somebody's describing, they have to stop describing it. That I don't get. They also have something that rewind and fast forward that you're able to do. It said it's something about it in the book. Rewind you can do once a a game where you get to just redo whatever it was you did, like go back as if it didn't happen. Fast forward lets you skip a scene, but I don't remember 100% on that. Again, that was the kind of stuff we had in the questions for them. What all this was. So yeah, that's the thing I really want to try is the single player mode, right? Sets, monsters. Oh, and I need them to explain the combat system to me. Like, how do you deal damage? How do you know what damage they have? This tension level thing I kind of get because each of the areas, and I'll show you an area in a minute. Each of the areas has their own tension level, which means when you roll into it, something bad might happen. And they do have a few, what do you call it? They have a few videos on it. I watched some of this. That's what I was watching right before I came on here. But I'm like, since Simone's going to be coming on, he said, that's who said he's coming on. I figured I'd just ask him instead of watching the whole thing. Not that I'm not going to keep it bookmarked. I have it bookmarked on YouTube. It's just, I didn't see this one. I don't know if I'd be able to, if it's in English or not. Yeah, I like this guy. The one I'm trying, he's actually the main bad guy for it. He has a pacifier you can find. And that's the other thing, too. It has a neat randomization table for each scenario. It's pretty customizable. Again, that's kind of something I'm enjoying. So let me show you what that is. Just to show you quick. Again, will I be able to explain it as well as he can? Of course not. But what in the world? Let's see. Let's bring that over here. There we go. Share that. Yeah, I think that's the best way to look at it, right? Over here to the side. Let's do it that way. But yeah, this is the sets. That's what they call them, the sets. And they do have in the quick play guide, they do have a whole setup thing for Roll20, and that's what I'm going through now. So you can do Fog of War and all that other stuff. Which again, I didn't have a Roll20 account, which surprised me. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. But yeah, and each one of these will have a description inside of the quote-unquote film. That's not the one. Yeah, this is the one I was setting up. Where was it? Escape from Blood Mansion. And each of the locations, each of the sections of the set, there's an A here, and there's an A, and it has these numbers, right? So when you move into it, you have to roll your 2d6s and get equal to or under that amount. So the lower it is, the harder it is, the scarier it is for your characters. And they do have nice character sheets. I'm not going to say they don't, because it is. It's just this was a little confusing. This whole thing, because it deals with being afraid, and like the instant you see anything, you're automatically afraid, unless you try to resist it, which then starts taking away your stability or your insanity. That's how many wounds you have, and the different characters have different ones. I just thought this one was cool. But it's this. Okay, do you only get the yellow ones if you're in yellow, and you only get the red if you're in red? That was the kind of thing I was going to ask about the abilities. And this blue one, I don't quite get the blue one yet. I heard this special ability is there all the time. But when you're doing the customizing, it says in the quick start, later when you do customization, the special ability is just something that makes them unique. Well, what I was going to ask is, how do you make sure that it's not overpowered? How do you, as a player or DM, make sure that when somebody comes to you with a special ability, that it's not just something that can break a game? That's the kind of thing I was gonna ask about. But yeah, each section they'll say in the different films will have other options. They'll have special things you can find. So that was kind of cool. and at first I was confused about what each thing was. Like this thing, where was it? Well, I'll just go. There's the search thing, because you can search in spots too. Like, okay, what is adrenaline? What is the flashlight batteries? What do they do? What are their things? Well, it didn't say it there, but if you go back earlier in the book, it does talk to you about the items. Here's what the list the items are, and this is what I wasn't sure of. Baseball bat 6. Let's zoom in more so we can actually read it. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Melee, I get. I'd have to look more and see what brutal is. But even those special items are listed here, like Edmund's pacifier, throwing knife. What does this symbol mean? Again, that kind of thing. Ranged. Okay, how far away? All right. The number in square brackets is its durability. So again, what does all that mean? I wanted to. I personally needed an explanation on how to do combat and how to do exploring. Like, what do I do to explore? Yeah. What does that symbol mean? I'm hoping that that's more clearly explained in the printed rule book, in the official. They don't require an action. So again, it could just be where A, it's either a quick start, or B, I read through it quickly and missed something, because that's entirely possible. But I would just like the combat part explained more. So that's where we're at. And then all the films. The alligator. What's nice is it tells you how long it's going to be and how many players they recommend, not including the dungeon mastery person. But what's nice again is with the solo ones, when it says 1, you can do it by yourself. Which again, I need to read up more on how to do that. Whoop, I don't want to edit the PDF. Go away. Adobe's nice, but sometimes. So that's where it sits. That's where we're going to leave this until they show up. Because again, we have a bunch of questions. Now, here's the bad guys. He has a special ability as well as some traits, things he can do, and trinkets if you find their stuff. And this one here says, let me just zoom in. Like, if you find his pacifier and show it to him, he disappears. So I guess he's taken off the board for a little bit. I'd have to really reread what it does there, but when you kill a character, you heal. So and if you die, if you as a player die, there are rules in there where you can, instead of just leaving, you can either come back as a ghost, or you can take over the bad guy, and then you won't roll for tension or something, or whatever that is when you move into a location area. But yeah, so if anybody wants to hang out, try this once when we get it set up on Roll20. Help me learn it. Help you learn it. I'd be more than willing to do that. Just let me know. So we would have at least 3 scenarios to play around with. But I did order the whole thing because, again, I like the horror stuff. I like the idea of modularity. Of course, I like RPGs, but nobody in this house hangs out and plays RPGs. So I actually have a whole collection of different ones. In fact, I have this one here sitting, the Monster Hunter one. See if you can see that. Because I'm going to try to talk to that Larry Correa and see if he can't come on and talk about Monster Hunter, the new miniatures game that's coming out. Maybe I'll talk to the people that made this RPG, see if we can't get them on. That'd be cool. I'd like to do more of that. I printed out a whole bunch of stuff for it too. So, yeah, all in all, a good time by somebody. So, well, Unfortunately, I don't see them here. Yeah, it is what it is. Time, what do you got? Time zones being what they are. So we'll move on to something else quick. We'll leave these pages around just in case they show. And I do want to show you some other stuff though. I do. Because I wonder how InDesign will look on here. Because I was working on Gone Hunting again. And I started with, of course, I'll just share that. Share screen, window, map tiles. There you go. I'll just share this for a minute. So I was working on the map tiles, and I know we looked at them a bit last time. I finished those up. I'm still not 100% on this texture for the field. But I mean, really, it's just a green grass type of texture. I'm not really going to harp on it. I did like this one a little bit better. You know, I liked that grass a little better than this. So I might switch it. It's just up in the air. I do like this dirt road though. That just makes it seem more down home country home hunting thing. And then somebody did ask, and that was a really good question. Because when you lay out these map tiles, you got to make sure that at least one edge matches. So if you're doing something like this, you have to match it to a forest or a lake, right? But what happens on here where you see how this edge matches, but only part of this one does? Well, this edge here has either mountains or lakes. So if you wanted to put this edge up against either a mountain or a lake, mountain or lake, that's fine. That one would work. Oh, did you hear about the dumbness I did? Oh, thank God. Did I delete them? I pray that I did. No. Here. See if you can spot my idiocy. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking it this way. North, south, east, and west. I tell you, I must have been living up to the Drunken Rogues thing that day. Because it just went off the rails altogether. So yeah, I'm not going to use those. I just keep it up there for funny. I might use this as one of the missed joke cards, like went in the wrong direction. That would be funny, because that would be a nice callback to the screw up that we did. I still like that. I don't know why. I just like that. I like that piece, and of course, this bear looks pretty sick. I like that kind of art. All right, let's see if they're coming in. See if we got any messages yet. Ooh, I got to get Renegade games in here too. See if we can't get them in to talk about, because I used to be a big fan of the VTES vampire stuff. Yeah, and they have the vampire stuff. That would be nice. What else? What else do I have of theirs? They did Power Rangers, right? Because I got the Power Rangers miniatures game up there. Man, I got so much of that, especially when they came out with Dino Thunder. Yo, if you don't like Dino Thunder, something's wrong with you. I used to watch that all the time with the kids. But anyway, again, tangents again. So we got the box cover. We'll put that up. We'll put that up big. In fact, I might make that one of the banners for this. Weird. So you can create a banner. Nice. So means you can create a scrolling ticker kind of a thing. Now, this might be too. Yeah, that file was way too big. I was afraid of that. Let's go. Open up desktop in a new window. And then I'll minimize that for a second. So just forgive me here. Because I do have a small version of the front cover. So we'll put that on quick. Because I really do like it. I mean, it just seemed to fit so well. So there we go. Of course, we got Big Sexy Outdoors going there. There we go. There we go. Close the desktop, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I honestly don't care if somebody sees what I have on my computer. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I ain't hiding nothing. But yep, we're working on the cabin cards. Okay, cabin cards are still in the Excel CSV format. Here's the animals from the field. I might change out a few of the pictures of the animals, but overall, they're going to remain the same. As far as the images go, we'll probably adjust what they can do. Again, while we're testing, that's the whole point of this. Test it to make it right. Forest animals. The hunter board. Here's what I was thinking with the hunter board. And that's just your player dashboard kind of a thing. I have it printed out, and you'll see it when we play it. I left health on there just in case we decide to do something with damage. Like if you're dead, you got to go back to the cabins and you can move back out next time. It just resets you so that you have to move again to come back out to hunt. It's not like you're not able to hunt. It's just you're sent back home to heal. I might take the starter cards because I have 4 starters, starter weapons, and I don't know why that minimized for me, but I might put that in the first equipment spot so you always have the starter ones there. Plus, honestly, it's 4 less cards we'll have to print, so that's saves a little bit that way. So yeah, so that's what we're going with so far with this. With the Gone Hunting, I'm going to do that again. I like this orange cloth that I found, and it really fits pretty good on here because you got to wear orange when you go out to hunt. This ammo section over here, that's going to be for where you put either extra dice or extra tokens, because you're going to get like blue dice, red dice. Red dice are the ones that do the most damage. Blue is the middle. White is the weakest. Equipment is going to be for things like binoculars. I'm thinking about dogs too, but I'm not sure yet. Like to help herd or to help you find things. We'll see. But definitely binoculars, ammo, other weapons, calls, tree stands, that whole 9 yards. All of that can go here under equipment. So, yep. And you can put a weapon over top of your starter weapon. It's just you'll never lose that. That's why that's going to be there. All the different pictures I have for it. Little icons. Yep. I have this bear picture like 5 times. I just didn't want to lose it, I guess. I don't know. As you can see, extra large. I like that style of picture. I think that's our kind of like the bedspread too that we have has this. I don't know if it's that exact same bear on it, but it's got something similar. Oh yeah, there's the grass texture again, or the field one. Again, I'm deciding which one we want to go with. I think I'm going to use this for the store cards. Maybe the miss cards could have that thing because I don't know if I like this store. I mean, yeah, it's a store. I'm nothing against the actual store, but I just mean I don't know if I like the picture to fit the aesthetic. And I have this for something that I don't remember why I got it. Because the trophy card back looks way different. Lots and lots and lots of different animal pictures we can use. Like legendary animals will get their own picture, of course. Because we're going to have those. And a bunch of different shop pictures for us. Here's some decoys, duck calls, different arrows. So, yeah. Backpack so you can hold extra items. The boat so you can, because normally you couldn't cross the water, but if you grab a boat, you can travel across the water. All that kind of stuff. Hi, Xander.
Hi.
Oh, there's the tree standy ones. There was one picture I laughed my ass off at. Did I delete it? Yeah, I did. Let me go see if I can't find that quick. No. I still didn't get anything back from ACES, which, hey, It is what it is. I hope this is the picture because it was crazy. Let's get back to here. I almost used it because I only saw it as, the small image. This one. Okay. But then, open. Once I actually took a second and a half to look at it, let's stop that screen share. I realized this person's going to kill themselves. Okay. Everything I know about holding a gun says, don't do this because you will. The stock is up here on top of the shoulder. So the second you pull that trigger, that whole thing is just going to go whoop, smack you right in the face. So even though I needed a good picture of a pump shotgun, and that's a nice picture of one, don't get me wrong. If this was just down a little bit in the shoulder where it's supposed to be, then we could have used it. Oh yeah, a release. I don't know if I'm going to use, again, some of these pictures are in here because I like them, like this ladder stand. I probably will use. Some of them I may not use. Like we'll probably use this blind as one of the store cards. But this one, not sure. Maybe for waiters. I don't know. Definitely the boat. Definitely going to use the boat. This one here, I thought about using this as the logo, but I like it much better the way we have it. So I'm going to keep that picture just because I want to keep it. I don't even know why. Because you purchase the stock images. And they're not cheap, but in order to use them. But yeah, I don't know why I picked that one. Why would I have picked that one? Maybe it's not a bad picture, don't get me wrong. And it could have been a cool, cover until I found that deer. So, well, I guess they're not coming in, which is fine. We'll reschedule it with them. And I hope you like the idea of gone hunting. I am going to work on that more. That's pretty much what I'm going to go back to doing is that and testing Slaughterville 3 out to get it done more. And maybe we'll reconnect with ACES and they can come in next week. Again, don't forget, you can pre-order Chrome tab, Slaughterville 3. You can still pre-order it. It's up there. I know I have to do one or two things yet before everything goes live for sending out surveys. They sent me the survey report and says, hey, you need to put in one or two little things. It'll take me like 10 minutes. Maybe I'll do that first. I'll do this first so we can set up the surveys, send out the smoke test, which is again that 5% sample, and then we will go from there. Then we'll go back to working on the games. And in the meantime, yeah, if you know anybody that wants to get this, pre-order should be open. In fact, let's check that quick. Hit the old pre-order. It used to be, I swear to you, it used to be where you could click on the tab to share it. Like instant switch between tabs. Now you have to go through and reselect each one and then come back in and hit add to stream and bring it back up. And again, I could be mistaken about it, but if somebody else knows a quicker way to do it, let me know. But here it is. Slaughterville 3, new villains arrive, created by yours truly. Villain only expansion. And I say villain only, but I did give the promos, but I don't count the promos as part of it. So, and we have the graphic novel still up there. Gods of Metal, The Chosen. If you like deck builders and you haven't gotten Gods of Metal, slap yourself in the face. Something's wrong with you. You need to grab this. It definitely feels a lot different than most deck builders. In fact, if you want truth, because I never lie anyway, Gods of Metal feels more like the theme, what it's meant to be. You're a heavy metal band than Marvel Legendary ever will. Okay, it's a small box. It doesn't have the stage with it like I'd like, the big board, but you don't need it. It was just for decoration and pretty. But it actually makes you feel like you're a part of a heavy metal band. Okay, where you're building the songs and everything else. And of course, we have the Slaughterville Director's Cut up here for pre-order. Yeah, this is going to go up to $120 when it gets back into retail because this box is friggin' huge. Okay. And you can still get the Slaughterville 2 Deluxe and the base game, but there are limited supplies available for each of those. So if you know anybody that wants to get it, or if you want to just drop us a tip, that'd be cool. Never had that happen, I don't think, but it'd be nice. And the book 1, we are launching book 2 in August. We're going to have, let's see, book 2 in August. Then we're going to do Gone Hunting, hopefully in September. And we're going to just keep going from there. There's no point in slowing down, just because keep it up. But yeah, we already have book 2 on page 27 out of 56. Book 3, I already know who the main bad guy is for that. We're going to start writing it. There's going to be some pretty cool stuff happening, more betrayal, and all kinds of goodness. I look forward to hearing whatever you think about these, but I got to bounce out. And so I appreciate you stopping in, and I look forward to seeing you next time.